Hi, my name is Jerry. I am a Reiki Master, Kundalini Yoga instructor, and I also do energy medicine, energy healing, and something you may have heard of called witchcraft, which is a form of natural healing. So I wanted to show you this recipe because one of the witchiest things I've ever seen is that really our health depends on what we put into our body, including what we eat, what we put onto the body. Just so many factors are actually going to affect us every day. But specifically, eating is a chemical process within the body. So this can affect our hormones. This can affect chemical balance, which are hormones. So it's very, very important that we watch what we eat. So I love this recipe. It's super simple. It's really going to help you eat clean, get your hormones into balance, and we'll talk about it. And it's 4 ingredients, so it's really great. So what you're going to need, I have what are called rolled oats. So these are not organic. Normally I buy organic, but I have these left over. They are whole grain oats. They do say that they're non-GMO, which means that they have not been genetically modified. What I'm gonna do first is I am going to imagine 2 serving sizes of this, which would be approximately about 1/4 of a cup, or we'll talk about it later. It'll be about your fist. So I'm gonna just close my eyes. I'm gonna breathe in and I'm gonna breathe out. And I'm gonna ask, is this food balanced for my body? Okay. So I'm getting a sway forward. If you haven't actually looked at my sway test video, please do check that out. The sway test is really great to ensure everything that you're eating is energetically balanced for your body. So I'm just gonna go down the line. We've also got, I'll turn it upside down. This is local honey here from Chicago. It is actually, I just picked it up at Whole Foods. So it's made in the United States. It's probably not particular to Chicago, but it says local hive clover honey. So I selected this one. Again, I sway tested this. I'm getting a good sway test. I also have yogurt here. So this is Forager cashew milk yogurt. I have a bit of an issue with dairy. I don't know if it's the added hormones. They also allow infected mucus up to 10% in a lot of the dairy products. So whatever it is, it just doesn't seem to set well with my body. Maybe it's the lactose, but it doesn't really like it. And it could be, again, a lot of the foods that we've been eating are energetically imbalanced for us. And then the last thing that you're gonna need are some blueberries. So before we get started, what you may want to do is just have something off to the side. So I just have this little jewelry thing. We want to take off our jewelry really quickly, at least for one hand, because we are going to be using this hand. And I'm going to jump to the sink really quick. I'm just going to do a quick wash of the hands and then we'll be right back. Okay, I already washed my hands, so it shouldn't be too bad, but I also just want to make sure that we are practicing good hygiene when we are cooking, especially because we're going to be using a lot in our hands. So the only tool you're really going to need is you're going to need a spoon and you're going to need a bowl. Ta-da! So, and I love this bowl. I got this from either Goodwill or a thrift shop. And how just lovely is that? I just love this bowl. Okay, so I digress. Let's go ahead and get into the recipe. So this is a blueberry crumble recipe. So many of the yogurts that are available in your grocery store are gonna have additives to them, especially if they say that they're fruit yogurt. They're either gonna have natural flavors, artificial flavors. And again, there are a bit of concerns how the dairy is processed here. So we want to try to eliminate as much as we possibly can with that. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is I'm going to mess with my dry ingredients first because my hands are dry, is you want to get 2 servings of rolled oats. So a serving size would be about 1/2 cup. So that would be about 2/4 of a cup. So my hand is exactly perfectly measured out to about 1/4 of a cup. Maybe just a little under, so you don't even need a measuring cup for this. I'm just literally going to use my hands. And again, guys, we just washed our hands. So wash them thoroughly if you really want, or you could use, if you want to use a measuring cup, use a measuring cup. It's all about what you want to do. It's your comfort level. So we're going to go back in and we're going to get 1 more handful of the rolled oats, and we're going to put this And what I have over here is a food processor. I probably should have showed this as well. So I do use a food processor. You can actually chop the blueberries up in the rolled oats separately without using this. You don't necessarily need a food processor. And I mean, this is like a little tiny one. I think it was like $10 when I bought it a while back, or I think actually my husband even had this one. So I don't think they're super expensive, and they're quite easy. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna get a handful of blueberries. So let's go ahead and get our blueberries. And we're gonna do one handful and another handful. Okay. And while we make this, I do wanna talk through, so the witchiest thing about food is they all have benefits, right? We talk about calories in, calories out. Even the standard American diet still follows the food pyramid, which for a lot of us, that's not balanced for us. For me, I can't eat that much grains in a day. However, I do know that I need it. So this is why this recipe is so perfect, because this is gonna do a fulfillment of your grain. But another thing about this is blueberries and rolled oats are both antioxidants. So they are gonna help detoxify your body, which is even more amazing. Blueberries also, and I'm reading my notes here, blueberries also help reduce inflammation. So that's awesome for anybody who has autoimmune disease or maybe has a lot of inflammation in the body. It's going to regulate blood sugar, regulates blood sugar. It improves blood pressure, improves eye health, supports your immune system, and also your gastrointestinal symptoms, just to name a few, I swear. And also for anybody who may be going through perimenopause or through menopause, blueberries and rolled oats are really, really great for estrogen production. So this is a really good, powerful, rich food for you. For oats, let's talk about the fact that oats can actually improve insulin response and reduce blood sugar. It can improve cholesterol levels. It can help with weight management. It promotes healthy digestion. And again, guys, it's really good for estrogen levels. So this is fantastic. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw in a couple more blueberries because I really just love blueberries. And we're just gonna close this up. And again, if you don't have one of these, you can just do this with a knife and a cutting board, and you kind of just chop all this stuff up. And for your blueberries, if you want to get your kids involved, my niece likes to smash her blueberries before they eat them. They actually do this because she's a little bit younger and these round things can be a choking hazard. So she actually just kind of smushes them. So you can also just kind of smush them if you want. However you want to do this, I'm gonna eat this one. It's really good. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this kind of cut up. Boom, that simple. Let me grab actually one, well, you know what, let's not have another tool. Maybe we keep it down to just one. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna take our yogurt and we're gonna get out, depending on how much you want. This says that their serving size is 4.5 containers, 4.5 per container, and I feel like I get a lot more for that, but I don't know. So I like to just kind of put the amount of yogurt. So I think that's about 1/4 a cup. That's 1/4 cup. So that'd be like just about 1/2 a cup. And I really, really like this yogurt. So I'm gonna do just a little bit more and just me eating. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put this blueberry and rolled oat mixture over top the yogurt. Oh, it's just so good. And look at this. I mean, honestly, look how much you get at the grocery store when you buy this stuff. You do not get a good amount of the blueberries and all the essential nutrients that you really need in a lot of the store-bought. I mean, oopsie, I ate that. Look at that. That's a lot on top of that yogurt. It's fantastic. Okay, and so how I'm gonna actually finish this off is I'm going to put some honey on top of that. Before we go there though, I want to talk a bit about the yogurt in general. So it's very important that we get a lot of probiotics in our day. It's good for digestion. And digestion, as you know, is also how you can digest your environment, how you can digest your emotions, how you can digest everything. So if you are not using the bathroom regularly, there's a good chance you're not getting enough fiber, you're not getting enough water, and you're not getting enough probiotics or healthy food in your diet, which can stop you from processing your emotions. That's right. Now, again, you're not going to find that in a medical journal. This is energy healing. This is massively different. We look at the body not as the physical body. We look at the body as an energetic body, as an emotional body, as pretty much everything. That, you know, everything, you know what I'm talking about. Your emotions can affect you, and you know it affects you hormonally. So this is great. And then also we're going to do some honey. So honey, again, is another antioxidant. I can't believe it. It's like all packed with antioxidants. This is also an anti-inflammatory. So again, if you have autoimmune disease or if you have any inflammation in the body, this is really huge. So get some of this. Also, it's great for your heart health, diabetes management. I mean, this is like, are you looking at this? All of these things say they help insulin and diabetes. I mean, this, if you are diabetic or if you need or if you're pre-diabetic or if you're just concerned about having too much sugar in your diet, this is a great way. And it's really sweet, guys. So I am just gonna pop off the top, and I like to just kind of swoop through 1, 2, and then that's it. That's good enough. Okay, so you can eat this any way you want. I'm gonna eat it by first getting honey on myself and then licking it off. So you can either just eat it like this, or, oh, so good. Oh my gosh, hold on, I'm sorry. It's so good. Or get crazy with it. You know what? Just mix it all in there. Get that honey in every little bite. Get those rolled oats in all the bites, and get the blueberries. So this is a really heart healthy and amazing breakfast. I would say, again, sway test all your food. If you haven't seen my video on sway testing, sway test. I say specifically in that video, don't use this for if you know you're allergic to something, right? You want to continue to work with your medical doctor even while you're going through your healing journey. If you have already teetered into a disease, your doctors are the best to help mitigate that, as well as yourself. There is no shame with having to have medication. However, I just want to reiterate, medication is only temporary. It's only going to help your symptoms. It's not going to mitigate your disease. The only person that can actually mitigate your disease is you. And you can do that by effectively changing the chemical processes within your body by how you think, what you eat, and what you do. So it's a very powerful process. So thank you so much for joining me for this witchy recipe. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do, and I hope you try it out. Again, you can mix this up. Kind of try your own things. If maybe oats aren't your thing, I used to do it with walnuts, right? You don't even have to do oats. You can really kind of switch up this recipe and make it your own. So I hope you have fun with this. Have a good one. Bye.